Madam is Dr. Shobha Tyagi. She is the Executive Director of Maharaja Agrasen Vidyalaya Ahmedabad.
First, I would like to ask you, ma'am, when and how did you hear about this program, Awaken Citizen program?
Yes, sir. First of all, I would like to thank you for selecting our school to give us the opportunity to give the feedback for this particular program, which is so close to my heart. This Awaken Citizen program, I attended in 2016 for the very first time in the month of April. Then I was thinking, I just attended the program that time. I was thinking it is such a wonderful program. I must introduce the program in my school. Then a year went. Then in 2017, again we received the message that the program is again going to be conducted in Prakash Higher Secondary School for the principals. I really liked the program and the way the program was conducted, and the Swamiji who really gave the lecture, who conducted the program, his knowledge and his everything, attractive. It was so magnetic. So then in the month of June, we received the message from the Ramakrishna mission, and we started this particular program. Today, as on today, we have nearly 6 teachers.
Yes, ma'am.
Out of 6, 3 are trained for all 3 years.
Yes, I got the idea, ma'am. So in all, ma'am, we have got 6 trained teachers in your school to run the program. Actually, ma'am, knowing about ACP, you have gone through ACP and it's been running in your school for all 3 years. So if I ask you, ma'am, that what is your view? Like what kind of program Awaken Citizen program is? So what would you say, ma'am?
As the name, it is the name appropriate program. It is awakening the citizens of the country. Awakening in many respects. I mean, it is definitely a value-added program in the school, along with the academic activities, co-curricular activities, the other activities which the students are learning, the values which are basically are deficit in these days. So this program is really helping the students to
so basically
add value in their life.
Okay, it's adding value to their life. Ma'am, why do you have this view that it is adding value to their life, ma'am? Why do you view it as such?
Children are becoming more compassionate these days with this particular program, and I have seen that their thinking skills have been improved. Because the program, once or twice I attended the program when the teachers were conducting it. I just saw it that the program is based on the activities. There are certain clippings, and in these clippings a particular situation is there. One is reacting in one way, the other is reacting in the same situation in another way. The third one is reacting in some other way. Then the students, they ultimately come to know which is the particular situation. So thinking process, and slowly it is improving. It is widening the thought process of the children. And the children are becoming, the social skill it is increasing, creativity is increasing, they are becoming more confident, their self-esteem is increasing. So that we have observed.
Achha, ma'am, can you recall some specific example in some specific students where some transformation has been seen, or in a particular class, any changes that you have seen more specifically, if you recall, ma'am?
I just asked 1 or 2 teachers. So one of the teachers, she said that there is a child in class 6th, Raj, and she said initially the child was not at all, he was very quiet child. Of course, academically he was not very sound also. But because he was not very sound academically, so he was hesitant also to ask the thing in the class. But he was very good in sports. He was very good in sports. So when he went through this particular program, he could realize that there are certain things in which I am better than many other students. For example, he is good in sports. So he is not only developed the confidence, the teacher is saying that he has started working also. At least he is copying from the board and he is asking me, he is talking to me, which he was earlier not doing at all. He was not doing at all. So that was perhaps because of this particular program only. And same thing, she said there is another child which she mentioned, Titi Patel. She said this girl was not even able to write ARE. Sometimes she was even making the mistakes. In ARE she was writing AER. I mean, she was not being able to write. But with this program, as she said, her performance has tremendously improved. And there's another child in class 6 only, now she's in 7. She is because dyslexic and there was a difficulty in copying from the board, there was a difficulty in writing the correct spellings, etc. She was not even asking the teacher, she was not opening up at all. But now the teacher is saying with this particular program, her hesitation has gone. She's asking things, she's copying from the board, and some kind of improvement she said she's observing in the child.
Okay. That's really wonderful changes that you have seen, ma'am, in your school. Now, ma'am, coming to the teachers, 6 teachers from your school have undergone the training and they are taking this Avikan program in the school. Correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So, ma'am, can you say that this program has helped these teachers in a personal manner or in a professional manner?
Yes, sir. Definitely, as it is helping the growth of the students, it is also helping the growth of the teachers. I have found that the teachers have now become more acceptable to the thing.
Okay, so they are now more acceptable.
More acceptable. They understand. Even if the child is behaving this way, there may be certain reason, and they try to remove the reason. They are not getting panicky for small things. So that the teacher said this kind of difference is coming to us even, because they are starting understanding the children far better now.
Okay, that's wonderful, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, one very nice, important question I want to ask you. What is your opinion that in the short term and the long term, what is the value of continuing the program?
For example, like I said, the long-term value, if the child has become confident, if the child has he has developed the self-esteem, so the social skills have increased, thinking process has increased. When the thinking process has increased, it means the child is able to do the solving of the problem. The child can solve the problem, because that is a long-term value. And for problem solving, the very first step is the thinking skill. That one must be able to think, and then only you will be able to solve the problem. Isn't it? They all are long-term values.
Achha, ma'am, suppose there is any school who is not very sure about starting the program. So what advice would you give him?
My advice is that this is a wonderful program and each school should start this particular program, because we have seen the difference in the children, we have seen the difference in the teachers, and I have a full faith in the program. And the program, Swami Vivekananda, who was the greatest youth of the country, and he lived for a very, very short time, but there is no sphere in life on which he did not speak. And he always used to talk about the strength in the youth. So everybody has too much of capability, too much of strength. So one must explore the strength and one must do the work. I think it is needed by every student, and not only by students, I think by everybody. And it is good that if the school follows such a program, they conduct this program in their particular school.
See, with today's curriculum, a lot of curriculum is there in also. So, even any school you go now, in whichever board, the curriculum load is quite large. So, definitely there are many challenges in implementing the program. So, ma'am, can you say some of the challenges that you have faced in implementing the program?
The challenges at first, initially we were finding it how to inculcate the program in the school timetable. Then
Yes,
I thought because school timetable, it is of 8 or 9 period school, and there
correct,
are
ma'am.
7 to 8 subjects. So there is hardly
Correct, ma'am.
any period which can be devoted to this particular ACP program. Then we thought
Correct,
that we have 2 periods every week for CCA. See, when I say CCA, it means the co-curricular activities period.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Correct, ma'am.
every week we were having two periods. So in a month we were
Correct,
having
ma'am.
8 periods. So in
Correct,
2
ma'am.
periods, if we are doing any cultural activity, then the next
Correct, ma'am.
week for 2 periods we introduce this particular program.
Okay.
So like this, we conducted this for 16 period program in a year.
Got the idea, ma'am. So the challenge of the period not being available, you have used the CCA period, which are 8 periods per month you get. So alternately CCA and then alternately Awaken System program. In this way you have managed to run it.
Yeah.
So wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So ma'am, please accept our gratitude for sharing your valuable feedback on Awaken System program. It's been wonderful talking to you, ma'am. And your feedback is extremely valuable for us. Thank you for giving your time, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Shobha, ma'am.
Okay,
It was wonderful talking to you, ma'am. And again, I have visited your school many times. It has been a wonderful experience. Thank you for joining with us. And it's our gratitude. And we feel really, welcomed and honored that your school is running this program.
It's my pleasure, Harshit. It's my pleasure.
Okay.
You're always welcome in that school.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.